Good evening. Thanks for the opportunity to address you today. I'm going to come from two different perspectives from the standpoint of my what I'm involved with. First, I am the founder and leader of a natural gas development landowners coalition in the town of Worcester, New York, which is in Otsego County, the western or easternmost town in Otsego County. We have about 25,000 acres in our coalition, about 240 individual parcels, and about 450 individual landowners. So it's substantial in terms of size. My second hat is a town councilman for the town of Worcester. And this is a particularly opportune time for me to make a few comments because it is budget time. And we all live under, the previous speakers and probably the next, live under the same New York State imposed 2% tax cap that makes things extremely difficult for us as government people to deal with our budgets. So those are my two perspectives. One with the Landowners Coalition, the other is a town councilman. I've read the studies, extensive studies, I might add, that Williams and others have done defining the existing pipeline capacities and examining limitations and examining the cost and logistic comparisons of expanding the existing pipelines, the Tennessee, Transco, et cetera, in defense, not defense, in explanation of the need for the Constitution. And I see the logic. Also, I see the logic of a shorter route from source to market, that is from Pennsylvania to Boston, New York, as opposed to from Canada or Texas or down south to meet the same market needs. By the way, I might add, there's a short summary for those, and it's not really common knowledge of the background that Williams has done in explaining why the pipeline's needed. But in the Schenectady Gazette several weeks ago, after the Cobleskill Williams pipeline meeting, the authors here, Ed Munger, did an excellent job, I thought, of consolidating and bringing the entire perspective into maybe, I would say, 1,000 words or less. And he does a super job. So I'd highly recommend you go to the Gazette website and get that. I've spoken with the New York State Public Service Commission directly with several people in the commission. And they explained in some detail to me what is called the New York State Comprehensive Energy Plan. And part of that plan, which was announced last year, by the way, by the governor, Governor Cuomo, and part of that plan describes energy highways. And the Constitution pipeline fits the definition of an energy pipeline, energy highway to the T. So Mike, the final comments from the PSC people I spoke with were totally in support of the Constitution. I realize they don't have the final thing to say, but they were supportive. I've obtained from Williams copies of the large 8-foot maps, 4-foot size, to make them easier to maneuver, of the town of Worcester, my primary interest, obviously, from the town of Maryland to our west, to Richmondville on the eastern side. And so it covers the entire town. And I've studied it extensively. And in the town of Worcester, and this is for Route M, by the way, alternate Route M. The 88 traverses the entire length of Worcester. So there's substantial, we're not going to be numbers in a minute, a number of parcels involved in the survey process in the town of Worcester. The survey corridor, as has been stated before, extends 300 feet on each side of the pipeline itself. And in the town of Worcester, that encompasses about 50 parcels along through Worcester. The 100-foot wide construction corridor encompasses about 40 of those parcels. From a private landowner, the 50-foot pipeline itself, corridor, refinement corridor, encompasses only 6 private property owners in the town of Worcester. And of those 6, the remainder of the pipeline crosses uninhabited state-owned land in our town. Of the 6 private property, privately owned parcels, only 1 involves crossing anywhere into the parcel. The other 5 only intrude into the parcel by about 10 or 20 feet, all on obviously the northern side of the parcel. So there's only 1 really highly impacted parcel in our town, in 10 miles. To me, the route alternative M makes perfect sense from a avoiding populated area standpoint in our town. The alternative route M is therefore only minimally intrusive on private property, should prefer a route. I'm almost done. Economic benefit opportunities for the community, both during construction and into the long term, are significant. Comparing the skills and services of advertisers in our local paper, we have a local paper called The Hometown Advantage. I picked out at least 40 of our individual advertisers who have skills and services that would be very valued during the construction
Sit down, go back to Worcester.
There's significant possibility for positive. Of course, you have the Warren tax and infrastructure, which potentially significant also. The proximity of the pipeline for possible use of
Worcester loves you, we don't. Come on.
Last year I spoke at least. Anyway, I strongly support. I strongly support. Especially after the. Thank you all.